and maturing, especially over the last several years, and seeing yourself in a different light, holding yourself accountable. Where did that start? When did it become clear to you that you had to hold yourself in a different light? And how did that work out in your estimation?
I think that's just the standard that we have here at SC is to be where you're supposed to be, do what you're supposed to do. And I think it took me a couple years or maybe a year and a half to figure that out, but as soon as I did, I was up from here. So I think it's just the process, just the time, the reps, the confidence that you gain being in college football, taking a certain amount of reps. So.
Was there a wake-up call moment for you, maybe?
I always say 2022 is funny. We were actually just talking about this today. 2022 Pac-12 championship. Not proud of my performance that game. I just told myself that I wouldn't play like that again, and I set that standard for myself.
What went wrong in that game?
Like I just said, I just didn't perform well, and there's always you're never gonna be perfect in sports, but I was just too unfocused that game, and so I decided that from that moment forward that it would be different for myself, and I think I've accomplished that.
Is there an example of things that fell through the cracks in the past and now you just make sure never do?
Mostly just missed assignments, taking the playbook more seriously and really digging deep into the playbook and understanding every single concept that we have in there. That's really what set myself apart from this year to last year.
What have you seen from Amos and Alani competing next year at right guard?
They're both duking it out, so I'm excited to see who does that.
Have you had a chance to block Cameron Fountain?
I love blocking Cam. He's a good, strong football player. He's a really good true freshman. He's going to be really good.
Yeah, does he his body type, does he stand out to you as a true freshman? He certainly doesn't look like one.
No, he definitely, yes, he stands out as a true freshman just because of obviously his strength in his body, but he has a really good work ethic as well. So, yeah.
Anthony Lucas is a guy that kind of players talk about all the time as a practice standout. How is he sort of flashed? What have you seen from him this camp?
And it's definitely a challenge to block, but I love it because it only makes me better. Yeah, I guess that's all I can really say to that one.
How have you felt? Like at right tackle, your performance so far early in camp?
I'm feeling comfortable. I've had experience playing multiple positions in the past year, so I think I'm just comfortable. I'm comfortable being more consistent at one position now. And I think that reflects in my game.
Is there a preference tackle guard? Like, does tackle work better for you?
I was recruited as a tackle, but I stepped in that guard because that's what the team needed last year. But I prefer tackle. But if they needed me to step up and be a guard, I'll no questions asked do it again.
Probably obvious, but playing tackle, what is that? What do you need there, kind of compared to guard? What does that stress for you?
Guard is more about power. Tackle is more about feet. Being agile and kind of finesse, I guess you could say. Moving in space, guard, everything is right in front of you. Tackle, he's all the way out there, go block him, So.
What's it been like for you? I know nothing's set in stone, but really having a role heading into the season, whereas in years past, you still have to fight for that starting job as the year starts.
Like I just said, it feels really good playing one position and being able to stay consistent and looking at the playbook from one side of the ball. Yeah.
How much do you need to know about sort of the way Miller plays quarterback in the pocket, out of the pocket? Like, does that affect that line, how you have to block guys?
We just do our job, and we'll let the quarterback make us right whatever happens.
What's Miller shown you as we get ready for the season here, just taking control of the offense?
I love Miller. I came in with Miller as a freshman, so I've always seen him. I've always seen how he operates on the field and off the field. From our freshman year to now, so it's not a surprise that he's doing great things right now. I'm just excited to see, where he goes from now.
Woody Marks is a new guy. What's it been like to block for him? And
you said Woody?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's a baller. I love blocking for him. It makes the job fun, makes the job easy. I love seeing him take the ball all the way down the field. He's quick, he's fast, he's powerful. He runs the ball with some tenacity and with an edge about him. So I think that's going to be really good for our running back room this year, for sure.
I know it's just one practice, but with pads on today, anyone stand out to you now that you guys are going full out?
I told you, Aunt Luke, he's always good work. Jamil Muhammad is always giving me good work as well. Some interior guys, Gavin Meyer, Nate Clifton. Our D-line has been putting in work this offseason, and it's showing for sure, and they're going to get us ready for the Big Ten.
Is there an example of kind of we'd heard, from spring to fall, that whole group made a big jump. Is there something that you see specifically that they can maybe do now that wasn't there in the past?
What I think the D-line did better now than they did in the past? I mean, that's not really my side of the ball. I can't really speak for them. But I think they're just buying into what Coach Honey's teaching them, and it's working.